Behind the high fence, mystery and solidarity in Jin's visit to Jungkook military base. The issue involving Jin and Jungkook, two members of BTS, has shaken public attention in South Korea and internationally. Tensions that used to be hidden behind the walls of military bases are now surfacing, sparking a debate about the treatment of celebrities in the military. What really happened in the emotional encounter between Jin and Jungkook? And why does the moment so provoke attention? A signal in the midst of tension starting from rumors on social media. This event stems from anonymous claims about the difficulties Jungkook experienced during his military service. This speculation turned into a huge stream when reports indicated that Jin, who is also currently serving his military service, made a surprise visit to the military base where Jungkook served. Jin's unexpected appearance raises a big question mark. What exactly happened that prompted one of South Korea's biggest idols to step in directly? Witnesses reported an emotional moment when Jin was seen hugging Jungkook, who they said looked distressed. This gesture, while simple, reflects a much deeper story, touching on larger issues such as the mental stress of conscription and how celebrities are often in the spotlight even in private situations. Violation of protocol. Speculation about this meeting is not independent of reports of alleged protocol violations at the military base, where Jungkook is located. Documents leaked to the media show the unauthorized sharing of Jungkook's personal information, including photos taken without his permission. This has led to strong criticism of how South Korea's military institutions handle the protection of the privacy of its recruits, especially if they are well-known celebrities. Worse, claims have emerged that some senior officials in the military may have deliberately allowed these abuses to occur, taking advantage of Jungkook's presence to boost troop morale or attract public attention. If these allegations are true, it is not only Jungkook's privacy that is violated, but also the basic values that are the foundation of the military institution: Jin, brother, colleague, or protector. The presence of a genie in this situation adds a complex emotional layer. As the oldest member of BTS, Jin is often seen as a protective older brother figure. However, what makes his visit so significant is his track record as someone who is known to value privacy and prefers to stay out of the spotlight, especially in a military context. There is speculation that Jin's personal experiences during his military service, often described as harsh and unforgiving, may have been the trigger for his actions. As a social service worker during his military stint, Jin may have seen firsthand the challenges faced by recruits, particularly those in the public spotlight. Did Jin recognize the signs of mental pressure on Jungkook and feel compelled to act? Public reaction between solidarity and criticism. The news of this meeting immediately provoked a wave of reactions from various circles. BTS fans, known as ARMY, were quick to show their support, praising Jin for what they considered an act of brotherhood and solidarity. Social media was flooded with messages of encouragement, stories of resilience, to a mailing campaign and care packages for Jungkook and Jin. However, not all responses were positive. Some have criticized South Korea's military for its handling of celebrities, calling for reforms in how they treat public figures during conscription. Some argue that celebrities like Jungkook face unique pressures and need special treatment. On the other hand, some feel that such privileges violate the principle of equality in conscription. Bigger problem, a cracked system. The incident opened a discussion about how celebrities are treated during conscription. With their global popularity, K-pop idols like Jungkook are often the target of unwanted attention, even in the military environment where they are supposed to provide protection. The case also highlights systemic weaknesses in South Korea's military. From privacy violations to reports that Jungkook was subjected to invasive behavior, everything suggests that the institution may not be ready for the unique challenges that come along with high-profile recruits. Symbol of resistance or just a personal moment for many fans, Jin's embrace wasn't just an emotional gesture. It was a symbol of resistance to a system perceived as failing to protect one of its members. Still, there are concerns that the attention paid to this incident could worsen the situation for Jungkook, who may want his privacy respected. On the other hand, Jin's actions are seen by some as a subtle form of protest against the institutional failures he witnessed. Conclusion: An uncertain future. Neither big hit music nor the South Korean military has issued an official statement. This uncertainty only prolongs speculation, while the public continues to wait for clarity. Will this incident bring about meaningful reform or just be another chapter in the dynamic world of K-pop that is full of controversy? One thing is clear. This story is not only about Jin and Jungkook, but also about how institutions and society handle the pressures faced by extraordinary individuals in extraordinary situations. Jin may have acted as a caring big brother, but his action has opened the door to a larger discussion about the dignity, privacy, and values we uphold behind the high fences of an institution. Protocol violation. Speculation. Real problem or exaggerated story. One of the elements that reinforced the attention to this story was the alleged violation of protocol at the military base. Claims that Jungkook's personal information, including unauthorized photos, were leaked to the public have sparked outrage. So far, however, the documents cited as evidence have only come from anonymous sources. Do you believe that these allegations of misconduct have a solid basis? Or maybe you feel that this is the result of imagination being harnessed to spark tension and increase the appeal of the story. The role of the genie, patron sister or performer in a well-planned drama. One of the most interesting elements of the story is the presence of the genie, who is known for being discreet and valuing privacy. Why would someone like Jin, who had always tended to avoid controversy, suddenly appear in the middle of this sensitive issue? Was his action really motivated by genuine concern for Jungkook, or was it part of a deliberate strategy to attract public sympathy? As a reader, how do you view Jin's actions? Is he a protective older brother acting out of empathy? Or maybe he plays a role in a larger, planned narrative? Media and sensation. Serving truth or creating drama. We all know that the media has great power to shape public perception. Jin and Jungkook's story has made headlines on various news and social media platforms, with various speculations further muddying the atmosphere. However, is this story a reflection of real events, or is the media just playing on the emotions of the public in order to increase the number of readers? How often do you feel that news like this is deliberately exaggerated to attract attention? Hoaxes in the digital age. How do we read the news? In the digital age, where information can spread in seconds, the line between fact and fiction is often blurred. The story of Jin and Jungkook may be true, but it could also be an example of how stories can be manipulated to create attention-grabbing drama. As a critical reader, how do you filter news like this? What do you do to ensure that the information you consume comes from credible sources? Have a discussion. What do you think? Now, it's time to hear your opinion. Do you believe that the emotional encounter between Jin and Jungkook really happened as depicted, or do you feel that this was the result of a media sensation? Do you see this incident as an opportunity to open a discussion about the treatment of celebrities in the military, or are you skeptical of the narrative being offered? Closing. Contemplating truth in the midst of sensation regardless of whether the story is true or not. One thing is certain. This story has opened a broader discussion about the challenges faced by celebrities in the draft, as well as how the media and society deal with these issues. Whether you believe that this incident reflects reality or is just a drama to attract attention, the decision is yours. Most importantly, let's still think critically and go deeper into each story before accepting or rejecting it outright. What do you think? Are you on the side that believes in the truth of this story, or do you feel that this is one of the many sensational stories that often appear in the entertainment world?